Welcome back to my channel, guys. Here I am with another interesting content, a very important one for those who are interested in airdrops, and for those who have been with me from day one. They knows that when it comes to airdrop, I don't always joke with it. And for those who have been with me for from day one, they know that at least for the major three airdrops we've gotten, even though three actually happens to be a token sale, we've gotten over it to be over $5,000 worth. I'm not capping. We got from Aptos, Arbitrum to Sui, not to talk of the little ones we got like the Uniwhale, the likes of Uniwhale, DSCVR, and so on and so forth. So now here it's about layer zero. And to be very honest with you, I need you to pay very good attention. It's not everyone that will show you a lot of things I'll be showing you here. I'm not trying to cap or brag or something. I just need you to know that I want to give you the best you can, the best engagement you can get on layer zero. That's what I'll be showing you right now. So though a lot of engagement might come later, but for now, it's very important to do this particular aspect. So here right now, the first thing we need to start by is going through the ecosystem entirely. You can see there are a lot of projects. Normally, big projects always come with a lot of projects in their ecosystem, just like we have on the Sui, Arbitrum, and so on and so forth. So here, we'll make sure we touch some aspects, some key aspects of this ecosystem for of this layer zero. So which aspect do I want to touch? The particular aspect I'll be touching is on the DeFi part. I'll touch Stargate. I'll be using their what's it called? They have a bridge where you can bridge from a lot of chains, within a lot of chains, from Ethereum to Avalanche to Phantom to BNB and so on and so forth. So though it's under DeFi right here, but you can still use their bridge. It still counts. So here I will come down to the bridge section as well, which is we have Aptos bridge here. I will also show you guys how to use Aptos bridge. It's not as if it's part of as the main reason behind the video, but just to increase the volume and transaction count on the layer zero ecosystem. That's why I'll be showing you a lot of these things. Then we'll claim. I know a lot of people don't even have idea that layer zero already has their name service, so they have their domain name, which I'll be showing you how to go about claiming it as well. So now let's go straight to business by showing you how to claim. Let's start by claiming our layer zero domain name. So this is how we go about it. This is layer zero domain name. So one of the things I want you to know is this. A lot of people will not tell you this, but right here, right now, I am telling you that aside claiming domain name as a unique name for your wallet, as a unique name for yourself, you can actually make money from domain. Why? This Google you see me right here, it's actually because here I can decide to claim Google if it's still available. Why? Because, for example, I'm just using Google as an example. Imagine Google partnering with Layer Zero and they need to retain their Google, which is their name, as their domain name on Layer Zero blockchain. Now, Google has already been claimed by someone else, and Google need to they can't compromise their name. They can't decide to use letter O. No, it doesn't signify the Google we know. So what now happens? Google can decide to make demand, like try to place an order for this particular name on whoever's wallet owns this Google. Google can decide to go to the marketplace, place order for this name. They will definitely give a mouth-watering order for this domain name because they know this person might not be willing to sell, but let's give him an amount he might not be able to reject. So that's another way of going about. Domain name is not just about having a name on a blockchain. No, you can actually use it. Claiming names like domain name, like Google, Amazon, a lot of projects that I know that they are crypto related and they might want domain name in the future. It might not be in the next one, it might not even be in the next 5 years. Some things will keep them for future purposes. They might come at a very later date when adoption has grown bigger and larger in the industry. So that's another way of thinking, being business wise when it comes to domain names. That's just not part of what we are here to discuss, but I'm just giving an insight. on how to go about monetizing domain name. That's that for that. So here, this is domain name. And another thing I need you to know when it comes to claiming domain name, you see Bitkeep. This is Bitkeep extension for PC. One thing a lot you might not know, maybe you're hearing this for the first time. A lot of people in my group already have idea about this. But for those who are not in my group and you're just hearing this for the first time, I will tell you that Bitkeep is one of the most underrated wallets I have ever seen. Bitkeep, when it comes to minting NFT, Bitkeep has virtually the least fee when it comes to claiming NFTs. You will claim it at a very minimal amount compared to all other wallets. When other wallets are claiming at $15, $13 or thereabouts, Bitkeep you can claim around $10, $9 plus. It's not because of anything, but because I don't their wallet is just so superb. You can always try it out. Try it just before minting this domain name. Try and go around try different wallets and compare their fees. So now to claim this domain name, let's go back to business. To claim this domain name now, you need Ethereum mainnet. You cannot claim it you cannot use Arbitrum, you cannot use BNB, you cannot use any other chain. It has to be Ethereum mainnet because Layerzero is actually not live yet. So for you to claim their domain name, you have to use Ethereum mainnet ETH. That's Ethereum. So now, how do you move Ethereum to maybe you have Arbitrum ETH and you need to move it um, to Ethereum mainnet? You can use, we all know, I've done this a lot of time in a lot of videos, which is Orbital Finance. We can, as I said earlier, Stargate actually they have their, what is it called? They have a bridging platform that you can use. But the problem here is that this is Ethereum mainnet, as you can see. But if you're bridging from Arbitrum to Ethereum, you can see from two. If you are bridging from Arbitrum to Ethereum, this is the fee you'll be paying, 18.69. That is crazy. That is much compared to Orbital Finance. But if you're doing other things, maybe from, for example, you're moving from Arbitrum, this is Arbitrum, to maybe BNB, it will charge you 1.6. From Arbitrum to Polygon, 0.94. So you can see the fees. It's just a breakdown of the fees. So I won't advise us to use this. So I would prefer when it comes to moving from Arbitrum to Ethereum, we use Orbital Finance, Orbital.finance. So I don't need to do this because I've already claimed my domain name. I'm just showing you for those of you who don't have idea about on how to go about this, you can watch my other videos that I've already made explanation on how to use Orbital Finance. But for the purpose of this, because of some people can just decide not to do this task anymore because of this particular Orbital Finance. I know people. So but I don't want anyone missing out on this, to be very, very honest with you. So here, all you need to do is just switch just the way it is. V1, that's all you need to do. What you have on Arbitrum, try anytime you're swapping from Arbitrum to any other thing, make sure you always use something not less than $15 just for safety purpose. So once you click the amount you want to impute, so the amount I have on Arbitrum is actually not enough. So you just put it here. It doesn't even take 5 minutes for it to swap. So just click send. Once you put the amount of your choice, click send. Within 5 minutes, it will swap to Ethereum mainnet. And the fee should not be more than max $5, I think. Max $5, depending on the amount actually you're swapping. So, but for the purpose of this task, I will advise you move something around the range of 15 to 20 $20 roughly to Ethereum mainnet so that you won't have short of fees and you start bridging again. So once you're done with that, you come to your Layerzero domain name. So once you come here, let's assume I'm claiming Google as it's written here. The first thing you have to do, you need to connect. You will see connect wallet here. Please and please and please, as I said earlier, Bitkeep has the best fees, the lesser fee. So you try and use Bitkeep. Forget the fact that you're seeing me having what's it called, MetaMask here. When I claimed mine, it was actually Bitkeep I used. So don't mind what you're seeing right now. So here, when I was claiming, I noticed for 1 year it was costing me around $10 plus. Then when I tried 2 years, it was around $11 plus. So I said, what's the difference? And I don't know when Layer Zero is actually going to launch. So let me just use 2 years at least. So now I have 2 years already. So I can just go with this my wallet. I'll check my domain name to see to show for you to click. You just need to click register after selecting the name. That's all you need to do. So once you click register, it will take you to your wallet. Then you confirm. Once you confirm, it will take you to this particular page I'm about to show you. You can see this is the name I claimed, ib.lz, that's ib.layer0. So here you can see the domain expires until 26th of May. I just claimed yesterday. So today actually. So it will expire on the 26th of May 2025. That's 2 years from now. So that's all for claiming layer zero. So now about claiming this, it means you've engaged yourself on having domain name. If domain name is what it takes to get airdrop for layer zero, that means you are ready for layer zero airdrop. But to up our possibility of getting the airdrop, what do? We go about trying other tasks. Like what other tasks do I mean by do I mean? You can go to Stargate. Stargate is one of the DeFi projects on the ecosystem. So here, since this one is expensive, we decided not to do this. So we can now try others like Arbitrum now. Arbitrum to BNB. Arbitrum to Avalanche is 0.6. Arbitrum to Polygon is 0.55. Arbitrum to Optimism is 1.3. You can just decide to try BNB, Avalanche, Polygon. You've tried. Just go. But one thing you need to know is when you are using Stargate, I would advise you to just use USDC. Just move your assets to USDC. When you move your assets to USDC, maybe for example you have Arbitrum ETH in your wallet, you can just swap it into Arbitrum. You can just swap it into USDC from ETH to USDC. Then bridge it into. Don't bridge to Ethereum mainnet, please. You can bridge to BNB. So now I will just show you. You can see I have the balance I have is no okay USDT. So now the balance I have for Arbitrum is 14.777 USDC. The USDC I have, this is the total balance you're seeing here. So now what do I need to do next? I can just decide to swap. Let's say for example I want to swap 5 so that it can go round for all the networks. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So let me say swap 5. It said I will receive 4.99 USDT. So let me connect my wallet first. I can decide to use Bitkeep. I can decide to use MetaMask. Bitkeep is always cheaper though. So let me just use MetaMask. The reason why I had to use MetaMask is because I need to disconnect my wallet, my MetaMask, then go for Bitkeep. So to avoid wasting much of time, so this is what I'll be doing. So here you say 5. I'm coming. I need to check the network back. You see the network is currently on Ethereum mainnet. So here I'll change it back to Arbitrum. So you see on Arbitrum I have 14. So I have 5 now. So this is I'll be getting 4.99. So let's check what the fee would look like. You see the fee is actually less when you're bridging on Stargate Finance. So let's check. Reloading. Okay, yeah, we need to switch network to Arbitrum just as it is here. Connect wallet once again. Connect. So you can see. So here, the next thing you need to do is to transfer. When you click on transfer, you see the fee. See the fee is very minimal, 0.01. It's not even what it was written there in the first place, though it depends. Sometimes network do fluctuate, fees do change. But let's check the fee right here. What amount USDT? Let me just put 5. 5 is the amount. But no, this is mainnet. This is not testnet. This is mainnet. Please take note. So here, you check, you can see this is the gas fee, 0.15. It's very fair. Very fair. 0.15 fee is very cool to me. So we are just approving. So we are waiting for confirmation in wallet once again. You can see the fee here, 0.01. So you can see the total fee now is 0.96. It's actually fair compared to Ethereum mainnet where you'll be having crazy amount. Here it's less than $1. So if you can spend all this little amount just to get airdrop that was worth 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 dollars. It's very, very fair in my opinion. It's worth it. So that's just mine. I don't know for you. But me, if this is what it will cost me to get that amount of airdrop, to be very, very honest, I won't hesitate to do it. So I'm just showing you all this so that you also get to do more, engage more on this chain, so that you can have higher upper hands of qualification. Because sometimes it is not just about the number of having just a domain name. Sometimes it requires the count, transaction count on the chain matters as well. So as you can see, it shows that in 4 minutes time, it has to take like 4 minutes. So just pause, then we'll continue after bridging. Or I'll just check. Let me click on got it if we can continue with some other things without waiting. Got it? So you see it will be showing in the panel here. While it's waiting, we can just decide to like, okay, let's go for another chain. Maybe maybe you don't have much, for example, you can just decide to wait for this bridge to finish. Once it's done, you will now move the same funds back from this chain to another chain. It will now be BNB to, for example, I will advise you to ignore Avalanche and Phantom. Just ignore these two, because I know why I'm saying this. Due to crazy and some glitch at times. So just ignore those two. Just do Polygon, BNB, Optimism, those, and then BNB. Those four are okay. They are okay. So now I can just decide to do I can just decide to swap to Polygon, or swap 5 into Polygon as well. Or I can just decide to use 3, for example. Swap 3 into Polygon. I will be needing Polygon for some other things sometimes, so I might not even need to swap it back. So I'll just leave it there. So here, swap. So you can see this one is completed already. It's done. So it's complete. So we can just continue. I can swap back the BNB to another chain. So here, just say 3. Next. So you can see the fee to approve is actually approval first before the main swap. So it will now show me to do it to confirm again for the swapping. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I believe it should also be less than $1. Let's see which one is cheaper between Polygon and BNB. Let's see. Okay, so you can see this is cheaper actually. This is 0.71 compared to 0.96. So now this is cheaper. So we swapping, we done. Just click on this. Then now I will swap. Let's try Optimism. I'll swap 3 to Optimism as well. Transfer, and you can use bigger amounts because your volume counts as well sometimes. So it depends. I'm just showing you. This is just a guide on how to go about all these things. So you can decide to use bigger amount, $100, $200. It depends on what you have. You must not stress yourself or force yourself into using what you cannot afford. You just use what you can afford. So because I'm a broker, that's why you see me using the little amount I have also. So that's it. You don't force yourself to do things you cannot afford. So here, that's it. So the next thing we'll be doing after this, I'll be showing you how to go about the Aptos bridge as well. So just please make sure you watch this video to the end. All these steps you see me doing, don't try to skip. Do everything. This is what those who have been getting airdrops keep doing. You have to be patient. You can see this one is 1.44 fee. So this one is a bit higher. It's actually a bit higher. That's what chain is that? That's Optimism. It's actually a bit higher. So got it. So I don't. So the next one, I'm not trying Phantom. So I think we are done with all the chains. So I can just, to have more transaction counts, you can just keep moving all of them back to Arbitrum, BNB back to Arbitrum, Polygon back to Arbitrum, and so on and so forth. You can just do that so that you get. But me, I will need all the fees on those chains, so that's why I might not be moving it back. So later on, I can decide to come back again. If I have more funds, come back with more funds, do this same process all over again just to add more count and more volume. So it depends on how you want to do it. You mustn't force yourself, as I said earlier. So this is Aptos bridge. All these bridges and everything, all these things I've been doing, I will show you everything. I'll drop it for you. All the links, I'll drop them in the video description section so that you can be able to participate as active as you can. So now, the first thing you need to do for Aptos bridge, you can see there is connect here and there is connect here. Aptos bridge supports EVM bridging, but you can only move from one EVM to Aptos chain. You cannot say EVM to EVM like Ethereum to Arbitrum. You can't do that on Aptos bridge. It has to be from Ethereum or from Arbitrum or from Optimism to Aptos network. That is why it is called Aptos bridge. So now we are trying to, you'll be using wrapped Ethereum, which is this WETH you're seeing here. So you can see these are the wallets you can use. You can use Core Wallet, you can use MetaMask Wallet, you can use Coinbase, you can use that's for the EVM aspect. You can use these three wallets. But for the Aptos, these are the supported wallets for Aptos: Martian, Petra, Future, Quantum, and MSafe. So here, to connect wallets, you can just click on Connect Wallet. You start with MetaMask. That's for the EVM aspect. Connect your EVM first. You can see it has been connected to my wallet. It's just connected. The reason why you are seeing this logo is because I'm currently on Arbitrum network. That's why it's showing that. So here we need you need to connect to this Aptos network. I'll be using, you can use Petra, Martian. Let me just use Martian. You can use any of them. So you can see it has connected to my Martian wallet already. So here I have 0.006 worth of Arbitrum in this wallet. So I can just decide to say, okay, let me bridge 0.001. So that's 1 out of 6. That's what I'm bridging. So you see, I'm getting 0.01, which is 0.01 corresponding 0.01 under WETH for Aptos. So now I'll just click on transfer. It means I am using Aptos bridge. Do you know the good part of this? Who knows if Aptos can decide to make, because they already made announcement that there will be a second airdrop for Aptos. What if using their bridge will qualify you for getting Aptos airdrop, not even Layerzero this time? What if? So this is another, that's me using this bridge alone is like killing two birds with one stone, though it's costing 2.5 as you can see here, but it's worth it in my opinion. So here, actually including everything, you can see plus the 0.001 worth of Ethereum, which is 2.23. So the gas fee is just 0.27. So it's fair, very, very fair, very, very fair. So it's just 0.27 that is the fee. So it's not actually, it's not as if they are charging you much. So all these things will know $50 is too much for all this. If you actually want to engage everything with little amount of money. So you can see the transfer is, you can see how it's moving. It's also showing around 5 minutes. So once it's done as well, it means you've bridged to Aptos on Aptos bridge. So that means we've done how many tasks? We've used Aptos bridge, we've used Stargate, and we've done a lot of volume of on Stargate. What if Stargate decide to give airdrop to people who use their bridging platform? That's another way of another angle of looking at it. Using Orbital, it also adds to your transaction count on Orbital Finance. You see, Orbital doesn't have a token yet. This can also earn you Orbital Finance airdrop. That's another angle for of looking at it. So here we've done a lot of things in just one, under just doing one task. We've done a lot of tasks. So it's like having multiple tasks in one task. That's what I did just now. So it's like we've killed a lot of birds with just one stone, and I believe by the grace of God, it will all end us very, very, very interesting airdrops. Not just one. I don't even see myself getting just one airdrop from what we just did here. There's possibility of getting up to 3 airdrops just from what we just did in this video. So trust me, guys. Just pay attention. Make sure you watch this video till the end, as it is now. We've gotten to the end of this video. So I just hope and believe you've all done all the tasks as it is done in this video. So let's just watch this and see. So once it's done, I think that's all we need to do. on this video. So here, so now as you can see, the bridge is complete too. If you'd like, you can move back your funds and just decide to do this. Then you see you have 0.01 here. You just say max. You are moving everything back to your Arbitrum. That's another way of getting transaction count on Aptos bridge. So it means you're doing 2 transactions now, and it will count the volume as the first volume and the second volume. It will both will count separately. So you can do that as well. So that's another way of going about it. So that's all you need to do, guys. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I believe this is another way for any airdrop for all of us. For those of you who have been missing out since, I believe this time around you should all get the airdrop, hopefully, by the grace of God. Thank you very much for watching my videos, guys. See you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.